Okay, I know you cannot see. We're having a little bit of a problem here with the lighting today, so I gotta do. We're gonna have to work with it till I get a new light, which hopefully will be tomorrow. If it's not, well then I would tell you, because then we would actually just get this out of the way. Perfect. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so this is Tropical Storm Pamala right there, as you can see. It's actually Tropical Depression. Excuse me, Tropical Depression Pamala. These are the remnants of Pamala here. As you can see right here, the center circulation moving in the north-east direction towards Texas. That will be combined with the cold front that comes through, and it will bring in some rain to the Texas area, which I do want to talk about because something we're definitely have to talk about. I do want to pull this up right here and pull up just the United States. Alright, so you can kind of see here is Pamala just being absorbed into this huge cold front, which is connected to an upper level low, which is moving into Minnesota. Right up here, you can kind of see that upper level low moving to the east, and that is going to bring in some cooler and much drier air as that makes its way through, as you can see, through Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri. And that's going to make its way. Through. And it's going to bring much cooler temperatures this weekend to the south. So that's something we're certainly very interesting to watch, as people in Texas and the south will get cooler temperatures. But as you can clearly tell, the remnants of Pamala are quite quickly faded. It has been absorbed, has been absorbed into the cold front right here, as you can see. Move this right on over here. Oh, I have 9 new messages. Oh, Lord. Okay, hi, hello, how's everyone doing? Front boundary will help. What kitty do you want? Okay, we'll help from jet stream, and we'll take the moisture from the right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's gonna be a lot of rain for Texas for sure. So I'm certainly worried about. Sorry about the green screen. It's just doesn't always. Having a hard time right now. So that's something I'm certainly watching right now. I'm gonna refresh this. This does remain. I still have a 10% chance of tropical development right here. Here, scroll down. So you can see this is going to, according to the National Hurricane Center. Why does that look orange on? It looks freaking orange. On the OBS Studios, it looks orange. Trust me, this is not orange. This is yellow. It's strange. Anyway, here's the storm. It's going to move east, away from the United States, away from any land. So this will not be impacting land at all. Maybe here along the Bahamas, maybe some rain. But nevertheless, this storm is going to continue to move away from the coast of Florida, away from the Bahamas, away from Cuba. It's going to be moving east. As you can see, it's been moving in this general direction. So we don't really have to worry about this storm causing life-threatening flooding or anything along that matter of that. Where's my phone? I need my phone to check comments, questions, and concerns on my YouTube channel. On my stream, I mean. Let's see. A moderate risk of flash flooding in San Antonio, Oklahoma. Yeah, I do need to look at the Weather Prediction Center. The weather. We need to go to the National Weather Service. National Weather Service. Storm Prediction Center, the SPC. Yeah, there it is. There is, in fact, a marginal. As you can see right here. I think it's for flooding, right? There's no watches in effect. Why did I click on that? Oh man, I am kind of worried about the flooding. What the heck? Wow, 70% chance of thunderstorms. I think that's what that means. Wow. Wow. Quite a huge chance of thunderstorms. This was cities and towns, so you have an idea of where this area is at. So, as you can see down here, we got San Antonio down here along the, where in the blue highlighted area, we got San Antonio, we got Austin, we got Waco, we got Dallas. Abilene, Texas, just to the west of that, not under anything. Houston isn't under anything. Corpus Christi right here, right on the line right here, around the brown line right there, of a 10% chance of thunderstorms. So, really going to closely watch that tonight. So, we're really going to be watching this into the future, just so we have an idea. You know, there's going to be a lot of heavy rain. We're going to have to watch for the flooding. Could be a problem for sure. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I will. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine, y'all. Don't worry. Everything is gonna be good. I live pretty high. No, I don't live high, but I live on a hill, and I live. Even I didn't flood during Harvey or the tax day flood in 2016. The tax day flood was actually really. I mean, I was like 14 at the time, and so it was kind of scary. I was either 13 or 14. I don't exactly remember, but I'm gonna go back and kind of show. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. We can kind of see these thunderstorms developing right in this area right here along this cold front. The upper level, it's connected to an upper level low, which is over Minnesota right now. As you go through time, you can really see these thunderstorms really just kind of blowing in from the southeast, really producing a lot of heavy rain. This is the remnants of Blanca right here, 1,008 millibars. That's where they think the low-level center circulation is at. And so that's the LLC, which looks like it would go just to the north of Houston. Very undeveloped, not very well developed at all. And I know it's very hard to see. I'll do what I can. My other light fix finishes. There we go. But as you can clearly see, that cold front does come through, but it doesn't really bring in a lot of heavy rain throughout the southern parts of Texas. Comes right on through, and I do believe that will produce quite a bit of much cooler temperatures this weekend. If we look at the thermodynamics, you can clearly see that cold front based on the temperatures. One side's warmer, the other side's cooler. As you can see, why am I talking about Texas? I'm a hurricane channel where I talk about hurricanes. There was that one time I did have my mom help me drive out to up north a little bit to track a winter storm. Anyway, you can kind of see that cold front does come through. Does bring some incredibly beautiful temperatures to the Texas area. Some areas in northern Texas could be seeing the mid-50s, other areas the 40s, and if you're in extreme North Texas, there's a chance you may even see the 30s. If you are in northern New Mexico, you're likely to see the mid to low 30s to upper 20s. Colorado will see the low 20s in some areas, as you can see. 21 degrees here, 14 degrees in northern Colorado there. I actually see the temperature. Extremely cold. That's extremely cold for me. Look at that. The temperature 25 degrees. I believe the red is the temperature and the green is the 2 point. 25 degrees, incredibly cold. Really, really cold for October. Very, very, very cold temperatures, as you can see. As you can clearly see, 19 degrees. So really, these temperatures are going to be relatively cold. I do want to look at the GFS. I don't know why this is all messed up. It is what it is. I wish my light was brighter. I mean, I gotta get a new light because this light right here is already fading. Oh, I know what happened. I need to change something in OBS because it sees green and I need to flip it around. That's the freaking problem. Maybe I can actually do that right now. That's the flipping problem. Hold up. Display capture. Close. Alright, that should be much better there. Oh, then great. Now I need to flip this back around. Actually, I'm going to make the stream like this for the rest of the stream because y'all can't see anything. So I'm just going to be right here so y'all can see everything. Bring this back up. Don't need that. Pull this up here so y'all can... so again, this is what we're looking at right here. Cold temperatures. I do want to look at the tropics. Because we're not out of the hurricane season. In October and November, we can still get hurricanes, tropical storms, in the North Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, and Caribbean. So we need to carefully watch for any kind of tropical development in the future within the next 2 months. And tropical development can happen outside of that time. So you can kind of see the GFS does show a system trying to develop, but very, very sheared, as you can clearly see. Some of them have to really watch, and then something else tries to develop there in the Gulf, but I assume there's like dry air. You can kind of see there's cold front coming in here, which is just going to stretch it and rip it completely apart. That's one tries to develop. There's a chance it does develop, because it does look like 999 millibars, so that's the possibility that we could be dealing with Tropical Storm Wanda there. Jamaica needs snow. I'm sorry, I do not think Jamaica is getting snow anytime soon. The only way Jamaica would ever get snow is if there was like an ice age. So, and I don't think, probably the last time Jamaica's gotten snow was probably, I don't even know if they ever got snow during the last ice age. Maybe tens of millions of years ago. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. I'm going to do a look at the North Atlantic, just so we have an idea of what's going on. And also, we will have more systems developing there in the East Pacific. That is something I do want to bring up. We will also still have some systems in the East Pacific, which we're going to have to watch for, because, again, Mexico just got hit by a Category 1 hurricane, Pamala. Did I really say that? Did I really look at the name of the storm? Stupid. Pamala, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I do want to just sort of show that another storm is expected to develop there off the coast of Nicaragua and Honduras and move along the coast of Mexico. No direct impacts are expected. However, there could be indirect impacts along maybe some outer bands, some rain, possibly a tornado or two, and even in possibly rip currents there if this storm does in fact develop like they're saying. So Pamala is out of here. It made landfall this morning. Very, very incredible. There was a lot of convection with Pamala today, so these are the remnants of Pamala. Tropical Depression Pamala, again, is essentially gone and no longer exists. Kompasu, is about to make landfall there. I need to go to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. I'm gonna just go right down the page. So we're gonna actually start with Namthen. This is currently Namthen. This is the 13th as of 1800 UTC. This is the satellite imagery of Namthen. As you can see, there's quite a bit of convection in there, but it looks to be like a relatively small system, which again, it's way out here. I do want to look at, I meant to click on the graphic. There we go. It is going out to sea. It's being sheared apart right now, and it is going to fall apart, and it's going to dissipate. No impacts to land are expected. Over here is Japan, I think. Here is Kompasu, which, as you can see, I don't even know where it's at. It's literally over land right now, and it's so disheveled. It's kind of hard to see, but there looks like it made landfall. There's Vietnam right here. Here's Laos, Cambodia, Thailand. Over here, Bangladesh, China, India. So, quite some interesting stuff that's happening over there. Lots of heavy rain for sure in that area. But really, that's pretty much it. There's really not a lot going on at all. We do have one in the Arabian Sea, which is going towards southern India. So I'm going to have to, as you can see there, one expect to make landfall in southern India, and it could even become a tropical storm, possibly even a tropical cyclone. As it makes landfall, but probably not. It has only about 48 hours left, and it doesn't even have tropical storm force winds, but I do think this has a possibility of becoming a tropical system, but regardless, it is still expected to, it's still expected to produce a light heavy rain over the southern portions of India, and then it's supposed to make a second landfall, on the east coast, northeast coast of India. Northeast coast of India later on. So I do want to look at the models for that region. If I can click on it. So it's right down here. You kind of see it 1003 millibars. You kind of see it, it's relatively weak. It doesn't really get itself to act together. Another tropical system trying to develop there in the Arabian Sea. Producing lots of heavy rain in that area. Multiple storms trying to develop right there, as you can see. Develop right there, develops, falls apart. Then a storm does in fact look to be making landfall there, 977 millibars. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him. I don't think he's actually up right now. Yeah, and possibly two impacts. Not just the first one, but if the second one makes landfall, again, 977 millibars. Let me just zoom this in here. Okay, maybe I can just click on the center of circulation here. And sort of talk about it. But it's gonna produce. I mean, right here they're showing. Maybe up. I don't know. It says. Hold up. Let me get the northeast quadrant. See if I can find stronger winds. I mean, that's 80 knots. It's between 80 knots and 90 knots. So, I mean, we could be dealing with the category equivalent of close to a 90 to a 95 mile per hour tropical cyclone, maybe even up to a 100 mile per hour tropical cyclone. This does in fact make landfall. So, I do want to be talking. I also want to talk about the rain. This is 24. This only goes in 162 hours. So that's not going to work. total accumulated precipitation. Can we get total? We don't have a total. Okay. Not what I meant, but okay, whatever. So I am a little bit worried about that. I do want to see significant wave height, because if this storm does in fact appear to make landfall in that area, on the east coast, the one farther down, could be producing quite some more heavy rain. We can kind of see that storm trying to develop there. Could produce some big waves down here in southern India. Could be talking a minimum of 7-foot waves down here, 7 to 9 foot waves. Really big waves we could be talking about along the southern coast of India. I mean, they're used to things 3 to 4 foot waves usually. They don't really get very big waves, but I do want to talk about that. Look at that. Look at that. That's above 20 foot waves. We could be seeing 20 to 25 foot waves for southern India. Now, again, these are the swells, these are waves, significant wave height in feet. Now, again, this is over 372 hours out from now. And so I do just want to simply just say this is quite a ways out from now. So it is subject to change. And also, that storm that kind of falls apart. I want to say this is Oman. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say this is Oman. I think Yemen's down here, and this is Oman right here. Could also be getting 7 to 8 foot waves along the coast if this holds together. But I do want to say that will be producing quite a lot of waves along the southern coast of India, above 20 foot waves. That's something I'm worried about, because I actually don't know what the geography of this part is, but I know northern India is very mountainous, because here the Himalayas is where some of the tallest mountains in the world are at. The tallest mountain in the world is actually located right here in the Himalayan mountains, obviously, Mount Everest. Indians flood walls. I thought I said Indian food. I'm a little hungry. India's flood wall. I can't read. India's flood walls aren't even that good, so it might have a Katrina like. Yeah, that would be catastrophic. Well, I don't know if it's unprecedented, because I don't know what it particularly is like. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I do want to go and see what the Canadian model is saying, because this could certainly be something we need to watch out for. That could certainly be bad, so we're going to be keeping a close eye on that system. But for now, here is what they're saying for Invest 99A. A just means A for the Arabian Sea, L for the Atlantic, E for the East Pacific, W for the West Pacific, C for the Central Pacific. I think S for the South. I think it's SP for the South Pacific. I think I don't know them all off the top of my head, but I do just want people to be sort of I'm gonna go to Zoom Earth and see what that storm looks like. It's currently nighttime, or early hours of the morning. It's like 5 a.m. over there right now. It's pretty early. So there it is, 99A, with maximum sustained winds are estimated to be 25 miles per hour. Here is the system right here. You can kind of see there's some convection right here, but not a whole lot. Does not look very well organized. So that's the system. I'm going to put this into motion so y'all can see it. It's going to be a little bit slow, but it's alright. But it's something I do want people to recognize and realize that storm is in the Arabian Sea. And we're going to have to closely monitor it in the future to see what it does. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, central part in southern India is flat. Crap. That reminds me of Louisiana. Obviously not the northern. Well, actually, the northern parts of Louisiana are low mountainous because it's right up there by Arkansas, and Arkansas has a few mountains. But southern Louisiana is very, very flat. It's so flat, it's below sea level. That doesn't make any sense. Parts of Louisiana are below sea level. But I just kind of, looks like there is some wind shear. You can kind of see, looks like wind shear kind of blowing in from this direction. If the center of circulation is right here, then actually let me just pull up my my epic pen here and kind of label that with an L and just sort of talk about wind shear and stuff like that if this would load. This is painfully slow. Sorry, it's taking so long. So long. So if it goes straight through the middle, it's gonna get extremely soaked, and the mountains could possibly make the system weaken more and rain more. Yeah, that could be bad. Where is it at? Bro, I need my epic pen now. I'm not freaking waiting all day. The hell is going on here? Oh, come on, dude. Pull up my epic pen. Yes, I know. Am I really lagging that bad? What's happening? Finally, it loaded up. Yeah, I know. Well, my computer is slow, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. So I did want to talk about. Oops, hold up. Let me do something right quick. There's nothing I can do about my Wi-Fi right now, y'all. There's literally nothing. There's absolutely nothing I can do. So we're just gonna have to go with it. Just so people know, the center circulation is roughly right here. And it looks to me, I can kind of see wind shear blowing across like this, which is causing all the convection to be over here, while the low-level center circulation remains displaced to the east. So I don't need. So there's really not a lot for me to talk about. So I'm going to keep this quick. I'm going to keep this short. Does anybody have any comments, questions, or concerns? If so, I am more than happy to answer your questions. I mean, I'll think about it. I mean, I need it. I'm kind of busy. I've been busy lately. Just trying to, get some research done on tropics. I mean, I'll think about it. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will talk to everybody. Well, no, I'm not gonna do it on the stream tonight. I'm really tired. I'm just gonna have to tell my friend what's happening. And that's it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. With all that being said, peace out.